Good
we go.
morning.
Okay, now we're back. We're live. Okay. Happy Monday. It's a great week to be selling real estate in Chicago. You started telling me a little bit about your weekend. You did a contract in Edgewater at the Malibu.
A contract with a south-facing view, really high up, 2 beds, 2 baths.
With a balcony, of course.
With a big balcony. And we go to I think there may be 2 balconies, one off the living room and one off the master bedroom. And we go to inspection this week. Yay. Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And I've got a couple new listings coming up that I'll tell you more about as soon as things are nailed down.
That sounds great.
Yeah. How about you? Tell us about you.
Well, I had a quieter weekend. I had some showings and then preparation for some listings coming on. I have a big listing presentation today that I was working on with a combination unit here in the Loop. So hopefully I'll have more details on that. And I've got 2 photography appointments this week for listings coming up. So lots of stuff. Lots of stuff percolating, shall we say.
Percolating, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So this morning we decided that we were going to talk about South Loop in honor of Lollapalooza, which is not taking place this year. And I'm sure everybody watching the show knows that Lollapalooza happens like the first weekend in August, and it's a 4-day extravaganza. It used to be 3, now it's 4. It's right outside my window, so I'm enjoying a little bit of peace this year. But now, one thing I want to talk about just for a second before I go into the hot sheet, and that is the South Loop versus near South Side is a bit of a misnomer. You know, some people think of South Loop as being the south end of the Loop area, and sometimes it includes the near South Side, which is really what we're going to be talking about today, is the near South Side, which is from Roosevelt South. But all that being said, let me pull up some information. This is the hot sheet. So as this is not going to be a surprise to you, the number of single family homes compared to condominiums, there's a huge difference. Very few single family homes, as you can see here. There are only 2 that are contingent, 1 is new, versus when you get into the attached, we see significantly more units. The South Loop tends to be lower priced. That's what's led to its popularity over the recent years. And you can see the price points are between $239,900 up to $819,000 in terms of contingent. But if you get into Museum Park, you can get some expensive condominiums that are around the $1 million mark, as you can see here with 1211 Prairie and 1201 Prairie. Very healthy activity going on. We had 23 closed condominiums in the last week, ranging in price from $125,000 to $899,000. Just a couple expired, and then there are 12 more that are pending. So that's
a good sign. That's a good sign of all those pending.
Yeah, so that's good. Now I'm going to bring up, you know, I'm a statistician nut. So this, I wanted to look at just actives, and I'm going to bring this over a little bit. So this will show you the concentration in the lower price points between the 200 and 600. But we still have them going up 2 million to 3 million here. So right now there are a total of 300 active listings in the near South Side, average market time of 94 days with a median list price of $415,000. In terms of sales, and this is the last 6 months number, okay, because I know looks a little high. It's 6 months, 303. Median sales price of $366,700, average market time of 93 days, and they've ranged in price from $125,000 to $1.6 million. So it gives you a sense. I don't even know what to make of this median sales price graph. It's so bizarre. But again, $367,500. This I thought was interesting. Median price per square foot is $315. Which, you know, when you and I have been talking about price per square foot on neighborhoods, we've seen areas like 60654's got like over $500 a square foot, you know, in the River North area.
Yeah.
So $315 per square foot is a very reasonable price, which is, I'm sure, what is leading to the popularity of this neighborhood. And now months supply, over the last few years, we have just not had enough. It has been a total seller's market where everything has been flying off the shelves. And now it's going a little bit higher, but we're still not at that magic 6 months. And I don't know that I even believe this number quite yet.
I don't either, because they're flying. This is
Yeah,
moving.
I think because this is done yesterday, August 2nd, not all the sales are reported.
Okay.
That's my hypothesis. I'm going to be curious to look at this next week. But
Yeah.
anyway, so that's my little take on the near south side, South Loop.
Do they count in month supply the contingent and pendings? I just wonder. I don't know that.
No,
Or do they pull those out? Or do they only count
It's just
active?
closed.
It's
just
only closed that they pull out. Okay, so yeah, there's a bunch out there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that very interesting. When I did my search, and we'll get to that in a second. First, we're going to show some pictures. How about we show some pictures of Lollapalooza?
Lollapalooza. Woo.
Have you ever gone?
We went one year. Biggest mistake in my life. We got our hands on, I don't even remember how, on VIP tickets, but the VIP seats were so far back. We saw Lord, and she was shaking her head like this. And Tom and I said, "We are never going again." No, go ahead.
You know how people have nightmares of monsters and things like this?
Yeah.
This is Kyle Harvey's nightmare.
Oh,
A
being
crowd of
stuck at
people.
Lala.
Being stuck in right over where my pointer is in this crowd. My personal nightmare. I'm not a big crowd fan, but look at the energy.
It's insane. So my
Oh,
2 older boys went for years, and the middle one is a total music nut. I mean, like, he knows all the off bands and everything. He's got his Camelback on. He like maps it all out where he's going to be every minute. And he doesn't go to socialize or whatever. If he meets people along the way, great. But he's like strategically working it out. Oh my gosh, he comes home so exhausted from this. He has to sleep 2 days afterwards.
oh,
But
every young, my brother-in-law goes. It's not for me.
yeah,
But I'm going to show you when I do my properties for the South Loop, a property in this building, 1211 South Prairie, which has, look at that view you would have of Lala.
yes.
Look at that. So
That's
more
a great
Lala
shot
views.
of Lollapalooza. Oh yeah, you got some good shots.
So just a few people come, and you can see why the city of Chicago is devastated that we had to cancel this year.
Yeah.
But can you imagine COVID at Lollapalooza?
Oh my goodness, yeah. That would not be
Look
good.
at that.
Oh,
But look at how beautiful it is.
Yeah, exactly right.
Can you imagine a concert in that venue?
People come from all over the world for this because it's spectacular.
And then I thought we should see what the last year's lineup was.
Yeah.
But now this is from obviously Germany, but these are the ones who go around. I mean, it looks incredible. Okay, so that's a little bit of Lala for people. What else? Do you want to show your properties first?
Sure.
Show your properties.
You were just talking about 1211 Prairie. This is the view.
Isn't that incredible?
Looking north from 1211 Prairie, this is what it looks like. I had a listing there a couple years ago, and so I had to snap some photos. And those are the 3 buildings at the north end of the near south side. One Museum Park East, the Grant, and Nema. Now, coming up on the lake side of the South Loop is the Metra. And a little bit farther west, this is the South Loop also, or the near south side. And this is
late summer.
Yeah, this was taken from 1530 South State, which used to be a Beatrice refrigeration building. It took them 2 years to thaw this building. And it's got some of the best north views of the city that I've ever seen. And you can see, remember I said earlier about single family homes and townhomes in the South Loop. And you can see this is Dearborn Park 2 and Cottontail Park here, and single families and townhomes here, which gives you this magnificent view north. Here's another view of it, a little bit fuzzier, but it gives you a sense of the view from the south. And then,
wait, stop, go back. Okay.
so over here to the left is all
That's what I could
railroad
say.
yards and nothing, but this is going to be built up.
That's
And
the
they're
77,
talking,
right?
yes. Well, at the very north here, you can see where, what is the name of it? Related was doing it right at Congress Parkway and then south along the river,
I don't know.
River City. And then you're right, the 77, 75, whatever,
77.
takes us down to Chinatown. So this will all be developed through here. And I'm really, I think it's great because I think this area is so wonderful. One property I'm not showing you today because I'm doing photographs this week is at 1529 South State. And I took this from his balcony. I sold it to him and we're putting it on the market. This is going to be 1 bedroom plus den for $315,000.
Wow.
Including a parking place. And look how close we are to the city here. So that's coming up.
And what a view. I mean, what an incredible view.
Yeah, exactly right. So this is Keith House. Now, so since you're doing condos, I decided to do single family and townhouses, even though there aren't many of them. Keith House is 1900 South Prairie, listed for $2,700,000. This was an event space. It's got 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, historic home in the Prairie District.
Now, Herman Munster does not live in there.
It does look like that, doesn't it? That is Italian name for Baker and Merchant Elbridge Keith, one of the few remaining single families. Okay, then also in the Prairie District, 1845 South Prairie. These were built in 2005 to give you that sense of prairie, but they're brand new. This one's $1,200,000, and you can see very contemporary inside. 3 bedrooms.
Good price.
Yeah, it actually is a really good price for such a large home. Beautiful outdoor space, and this must be 18.
A lot of bathrooms.
Calumet, and you would have lake views over and above if you stand up tall. And then 1350 South Indiana for $765,000. This is a townhouse in the Museum Park District or Central Station. So, you know, you've got one museum park in the high rises, and you're going to be talking about those, but there are also these townhomes all around. And this is one of them currently for sale. It's a 3 bedroom, 3 bath, and assessments of $439 per month, currently vacant. Taxes $12,000. But I wanted to show you, and I don't know if our pictures are messing with my space or not. I don't know whether you'll know better than I do. But anyway, I just ran this through the Key Mortgage calculator. If you put 10% down, you're looking at a payment of $4,500 a month, which is really reasonable for having a home with 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, so close to the city. And then
That's really great.
I want to talk about 2 other important homes that are not for sale. The first is the Clark House, which is the oldest home in Chicago. And when we're not in COVID, they give tours of that, and there's lots of beautiful greenery around. And
Where's that?
What's this?
Where's Clark House?
Clark House is right across the street from the property I just showed you at like 1850 South Prairie.
Okay.
This is not where it was originally built. It was moved to this location, but it's a museum and they give tours of it. The colonial dames helped the city give tours of it. And then Glessner House, 1887, it is not your typical Victorian home. This is Richardsonian. Actually, Richardson designed this with the stonework and very different. And my Michael, who went to Jones College Prep, had his prom here at Glessner House. And that's also the Prairie District, just a little bit north of Clark House. So
it looks a little bit like a fortress, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? I know. I love the stonework. I'm a big fan.
Incredible.
of
Incredible.
Richardson Romanesque. So, okay, so just to show you, around 18th Street, the Prairie District, this is where those homes were that I was showing you. And then over here, there's Cottontail Park. Remember, we saw that round park as you looked up towards Sears Tower. And then up here at the very top, that's where those 3 tall buildings are that you're going to talk about next, right?
I'm talking about some of them, but yes, all my all the ones that I'm going to show you are high rises with pretty lake views. I think maybe all of them have a nice view of Soldier Field. Woohoo!
Do you hear the squeaking
Okay.
going on in the background here?
Yes,
That's my dog. I apologize.
I thought so, but hey, dogs are fun. Okay, 3 great homes in the South Loop. We've
good.
got
Let me see.
first 1841 South Calumet, unit
good.
1704. So I did a search of properties from 400,000 on up,
Great.
and the lowest was really at 409 when I started at 400, and I chose what I thought were good ones. So this is the entry level property.
Great.
And here we go. This is, as I said, 1841 South Calumet. And Calumet runs quite close to the lake. So look at, this is the living room. It's an empty unit. Look at that view.
Yeah,
Pretty
I really
nice.
like this building for having great views and reasonable prices.
Very simple setup of this building. And then that's out your window.
In Soldier Field. Love it. Love, love,
For
love.
the football fan, here you go. Just for you.
Exactly.
That was in the listing.
And at
And so-
1800, you can cut over Lakeshore Drive to walk to Soldier Field.
There you go.
Yeah.
And here you go. What I love and tried to get each time for these listings are floor plans. So it's a split floor plan. It's got a nice little balcony where you can sit outside and look. Got a little den.
It's perfect. Split bedroom floor plan plus a den, open living, dining, kitchen. I love this floor plan. Love, love, love.
Yeah, works. And that's at 410. So entry level here. Then we've got 1629 South Prairie, and Prairie is just right off the, it's the first road in, west of the outer drive. And look at that, unit 1001. And so this is the median price. When I did when I started at 400 and went on up, there were 154 properties, and 675 was the median price. The average price was 8 something, but that had to do with some higher price properties that dragged the average up. So 675 is median. So look at that building, and then bright, pretty apartment. We're going to get to the views. Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Corner unit.
A nice big corner unit with lots of, the outside world comes in. Now, a cute little balcony overlooking a local park. From the bedroom, you get Soldier Field. You can't avoid it. It's beautiful. And so here is this is a 1,500 square foot, little over 1,500 square foot apartment. Again, it's 3 bedrooms, masters off to its side, a nice big primary bedroom suite, and then just a big living area and outside space. Really nice unit. And then, to your point, 1211 South Prairie, the one right at the corner of Roosevelt and Prairie. And look at $2.35 million, 3 beds, 3 baths, but look at all the space you get.
3449 square feet. Wow.
Pretty nice. And there's that pretty picture of it. This, viewing it from, I believe that's 13th Street, looking up at it. So look at that view.
Oh yeah, that's stunning.
I'm just gonna rest here. I feel my pulse already dropping. Nice big common space. And what's sort of nice is that the dining room is separate. So you really
Yeah.
get to use this feeling of living space all together. It's just a very nice space. The bedroom, look at the, hi, this is my bedroom. So one of the things I noticed when I took the picture, look at that chair, looking straight out, not facing in, not helping anybody. That's where you sit to put on your shoes and just space
Yeah.
out, and with a little table for your cup of coffee. Look out at the beautiful, there's the Adler Planetarium out that view. I mean, really great. Okay, night sky, looking
Oh, look
over,
at that.
oh, God. Looking over what would be Lollapalooza this week.
Right.
So here is, look at that floor plan.
That really shows your living area. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Kyle, you could throw some great parties there.
This is almost too much space for me, but I would love cut off these bedrooms and let me live in all this, and I'd be totally happy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Great. Yes.
Yeah.
And look at that. You've got a bathroom for every bedroom there.
Yep.
Plus a den, plus formal dining. That is, yeah. What else does
For
anybody
only
need?
2.35 million.
There you go. That building
That's
is
what we got.
wonderful too, because you've got an indoor pool, you've got an outdoor pool, you've got a wonderful community room. The amenities of this building are great.
All of these buildings had fantastic amenities.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, between us, the other two buildings had even more beautiful pools, and even because they're newer, even more beautiful common spaces, which of course nobody's using right now, but that's not the point. They will be using them later.
Right.
They are, so for not a ton of money, you get a lot of great real estate in these buildings. So
Exactly
yes.
Right.
So what else we got?
That's it for today. I don't.
What's your insight? Do you have any insights this week? I don't have any insights. I'm just asking you. I'm going to feed off of your
I don't
insights.
know that I have insights. I'm continuing to see what we've been reporting for the last few weeks is that the lower price properties are flying. I was in a triple offer this weekend with a buyer at the under 500 price point. And yeah.
So I was with buyers this past weekend, the end of last week and over the weekend, and it's not just the lower price point. It's the lower HOA.
Yes.
Unbelievable. My people made a decision based on HOA. We saw some great units, all with stunning views, and it was the HOA that determined what they did. That's the homeowner's assessment.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you again on Monday.
And I look forward to seeing you too. We'll have to come up with another plan. Everybody, thank you for watching us this week. It was our pleasure to be with you. If you have questions that we can answer, please get in touch with us. And it's a great week to be buying and selling real estate in Chicago.
Absolutely. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.